Hey, how's it going, everybody? Ultimately, I'll back again, once again for week 01 of the PCL. And this week, people, we are facing off against Kipp. Team name probably won't matter. Yeah, team name doesn't really matter at all, but anyway, Kipp's whole team is Mega Venusaur, Mew, Suicune, Alolamuk, Klefki, Smeargle, Rotom, Mimikyu, Infernape, Sneasel, and Sandslash. So, what I predict him to bring, I'm not going to make a separate team stack because I can easily just say it. So, I predict the Mega Venusaur, the Suicune, the Alolamuk, the Klefki, the Mimikyu, and the last slot can go to either Infernape or Sneasel. Sneasel a bit more than Infernape because Infernape would be a very problematic Pokemon for him to bring because I hard wall it with one of the mons that I am bringing. So what I am bringing is, I'm bringing Tiburon, Mega Pidgeot, and with Hurricane, Heat Wave, Mewtwo, and Roost. So semi-basic moveset, that's kind of mostly what Mega Pidgeot goes for. We got 48 EVs in HP, 252 EVs in special attack, and 208 EVs in speed with a timid nature. And with this, we should be 2 speed points above Jolly Max Attack Sneasel, which is the fastest mon on the team. Unless he has a Scarf on some mons, which he could do. I'll be outspeeding everything naturally with Tiburon here. And being able to outspeed the Sneasel and knocking out with the Heat Wave is a big thing because it can Ice Shot us, but we can live 1 if we have like enough of our HP left. And we can Hurricane Mega Venusaur is always the scariest thing to it, since it can wall fire types and ice types easier. Psychic and flying are the best ways to hit it. Bringing Arthur Foss, our Delmon's Assault Vest, a basic move set with Power Whip, Rapid Spin, Earthquake, Anchor Shot, with Adamant, Max Attack, and HP. Power Whips, we can take on Suicune. Assault Vest, we can hard wall it a lot. And of course, Rapid Spin to keep our hazards in check because he has that Klefki which can set up spikes, and he has Sandslash and Infernape who can set up rocks, and of course Smeargle who sets up all kinds of hazards. So having the ability to control them ourselves is going to be very good. And we also spin block the Sandslash if he decides to bring it, and there goes the team. That's what I hate about these folders, so like if you move the team the slightest bit, it just gets forced out of the folder. Not even gonna try to move it because it just forces out of the folder as well. Yep. Wait. There we go. And yeah, up through Earthquake and Anchor Shot for the mirror coverage moves. Next up, we've got Latias holding Soldew with Levitate. So we got Psyshock, Draco Meteor, Strong Stabs to just get boosted by Soldew with a Hyper Offense. Hidden Power Fire, so we can hit the Sneasel and the Klefki. And anything else weak to fire? Not really. But both of those mons are huge threats to Latias. And we are timid, 16 HP, 252 attack, special attack, and 240 speed. I believe that's just enough to outspeed the Infernape. I don't think I went to outspeed for Sneasel. I mean, yeah, I'm pretty sure Sneasel outspeeds Latias anyway, so yeah, it does. So we couldn't even creep with Sneasel anyway, but we were able to creep for the Infernape a little bit. And even if Sneasel comes in, like, it pursuits traps us, but I could sack off Latias if the situation requires it, or I could just hard switch out into something else. But Sneasel is just the scariest mon, surprisingly, for my team, because I'm not bringing anything that truly hard walls it. My team doesn't really have anything that hard walls it perfectly. Like, Cobalion and Primarina, who I am bringing in, both have a weakness to one of Sneasel's coverage moves. Primarina being weak to Poison Jab, and Cobalion being weak to likes of Low Kick or Brick Break that get. So I'm bringing Lucius here with Choice Backs, and Torrent, because that's the only thing we can have. We got Energy Ball to attack Suicune, Psychic to hit the Venusaur, and then our 2 stabs in Moonblast and Surf. I didn't really want to bring Scald. I just thought it goes to Surf for raw power. And it's not really much to burn on his team besides like the Mimikyu and the Alolamuk, but besides that, not really much we can burn. That would be worth sacrificing that power for. When it comes to Primarina, I want it to be a nice special wall breaker with like raw power on its moves. Kind of debating Hydro Pump, but we're rocking with Power Whip on Dalmais. That's enough moves to have low accuracy. Of course, we're just modest max HP and attack. We don't want to make sure we have odd HP. Slightly. Put the rest right there. Actually, I'll put this rest in defense. Just maybe for a better shot of living some Sneasel attacks, because best answer to it. And yeah, really, Primarina is just here to hit hard. Just like Bunny Santa is here to hit hard. Choice Band, huge power, Earthquake, quick attack, knockoff, and return. Adamant, 96 speed, max attack, and invest in HP. That 96 speed should be to outspeed a Suicune with a little bit of speed investment. As with Earthquake, we can 2-ko both the Suicune and the Venusaur, so if we're lucky, we only get a chance to do that to one of them. Because they have to switch in mainly because both their stabs have this Giga Speed, and if Venusaur gets Giga Drains up, then we can't really take it down. And knockoff to hit the. I don't know what we had knockoff for Rotom because Rotom hard walls Diggersby with like it's immune to both the Diggersby stabs, and Diggersby is weak to both of Rotom stabs. So it's a situation where they're both weak to each other's stabs, but Rotom gets HP Ice coverage, and we kind of just need knockoff coverage for Rotom if we can live HP Ice. And then the last mon we are bringing is Modern Sonic, Black Sludge, Aftermath. Aftermath really the ability to run on a Skunk Tank. Black Sludge to keep us some longevity. Sucker Punch, Taunt, Fire Blast, and Crunch. Taunt and Fire Blast both are for a Klefki. Modern Sonic is mainly here to stop Klefki. We have 252 HP, Jolly 184 speed, and the rest is put into attack. I don't quite know what we're trying to outspeed. Maybe the Suicune or the Mega Venusaur. Like, a Suicune with a little bit of investment and the Mega Venusaur perhaps, but dang it. I hate folders because, yeah, I've already went over this, but I will say it again. If you move the teams just the slightest bit, it just gets all out of order. But yeah, it's basically the rundown of the team. I'm just going to cut to when the battle starts, and we'll see how this outcome comes. First week of the season, nothing will be a bit too extreme, but I hope we can pull through with a W. We got a very solid matchup if we play our cards right and preserve the mon if we need to. Okay, so we're going to challenge him right now, send him, hopefully he responds very quickly. I didn't give him a lot of warning to when I would send it. I'll tell him on Discord. Send the request. I'll just let the other people know on Discord that Kipp and I are about to battle. Okay, so we're waiting for the Alolamuk, Mew, Infernape, Sneasel, Klefki, and Sandslash. So you might want to just keep a tab on this somewhere. So we don't see the Mega Venusaur or Suicune. It's very odd because they're both his walls. I mean, the Mew can definitely be a bulky Mew. But see, the Mew, Alolamuk, Sneasel, and Sandslash. Yeah, I can see why I brought Sand Slash, because I do have hazard stacking options, but not really playing with hazards that much. So, situation of what's my opening mon. I guess we can definitely put into work once we maybe take down the Infernape and weaken the Sneasel. Or maybe take down Sneasel altogether. Because those two are the only things really stopping Diggersby. Because otherwise we can fire up Earthquakes on the Lolamuck and the Klefki. And Mew and Sandslash are going to definitely not like taking those. But I don't want to open with Diggersby at the same time. Really, his opening might be Klefki or Infernape. And I'm just going to say it, because I recently did the battle with DJ for the Elite. That's probably going to be uploaded maybe a few days from now, but spoilers, he brings Terse Lolamuck. I think an opening of Modern Sonic will be good, because if he opens with Klefki or Sandslash, we can probably, not as much as Sandslash, but we can definitely taunt the Klefki and then scare it out with Fire Blast on the incoming likes of Sneasel. I think Modern Sonic's the opening. He opens with Mew, so I'll just taunt the Mew right away, and see if it has Will-O-Wisp. And I'll risk Modern Sonic getting burned to see if it has Will-O-Wisp. If he has Will-O-Wisp, he definitely would use it at this point to weaken Skuntank. Okay, so we taunted with faster than Mew, and he tried to set up Stealth Rocks and failed. Okay, that's very nice though. We can outspeed Mew, so we probably doesn't have a lot of investment. Yeah, he could have no investment in you. So yeah, we saw Stealth Rocks though, so it's probably a bulky Mew with Will-O-Wisp and maybe Knockoff and Soft Boiled. But I'm not going to do too much yet. I'm going to crunch here. The only thing that can really stop Skuntank from an onslaught is Infernape and perhaps the Lolamuck. But Lolamuck can't touch us as easily. So either way, whatever comes in here has to get a crunch. Okay, Sandslash, so took 28%. There should be a calculator up. Go. Skuntank. Again, Sandslash. And either way, we're switching out 100%. I just want to see if he has any defense investment on the Sandslash. Give us some insight on it. Okay, yeah, so he has something in it. Yeah, if he's max defense, that could have been high roll. So we'll just mark some sort of defense investment on the Sandslash. And still, either way, I switch out Modern Sonic 100% of the time. Because Earthquake can definitely just one-shot us all the 100% of the way. So let's go into Dynamize. He could have Knockoff. It's a situation to switch in because both Dynamize and Latias are fine switch-ins to this thing, but they both can be risking of catching the knockoff. Going into the barn would also be a good play, but then he has Stone Edge. So it's really a play of who we want to risk getting the damage. If we do it with Tabarn, we can boost back the health. See how much a Mega Pidgeot can take from a Stone Edge. Well, it's not exactly what we have, but it's about 72 to 86. And that's, of course, since we're not Mega yet, Stone Edge right now would hurt. I think we go into Can we go into Latias? Because if we knock off, we get rid of our soldier, but we can still boost. He switches out into the clef key. Okay. And we just go right back into Sonic and taunt it the next turn. It gets up 2 layers of spikes, but nope. So switcheroo. Okay, now because he's Prankster with Dark type, so it doesn't work. So that he's probably trying to give us a choice item. But now that he is locked into Trick, he can't, or switcheroo, he can't do that. Okay, so I'm not even going to risk taunting, so yeah, I'm going to use Crunch. Because if he's Choice, then he has to switch out. And if he's not, we just taunt him next turn. Because Prankster Spike still works, but Prankster Switcheroo doesn't, thankfully. Man, when prepping, I keep the fact that Prankster doesn't affect Dark types anymore out of consideration. Okay, Infernape gets 21% off. We just go right into Latias because that's the thing to hard wallet. Oh man, the fact that Prankster doesn't work on Dark types, I remember, makes Skuntank even more viable for Clef Game. We take 52%. That's a strong U-turn. That's worth calculating U-turn. Yeah, like Latias, it hard walls both of Infernape's stabs, but U-turn's really the only coverage it has for us. And like it could also just be hitting us on the physical side with Stone Edge. But see, U-turn. Okay, so that he's no attack. That's no attack. That could be a mid-roll U-turn. So at this point, he's going to want to get rocks up with Mew. Like he either gets his rocks up. But we know we outspeed, so we can boost just fine. Yeah, so like that could be a special Infernape with U-turn for momentum. Because we don't have a lot. We don't really have anything in bulk, so yeah. Because it can't be a max attack Infernape. Like even without Adamant Nature, minimum roll is 62. That's no investment Infernape. So we just roost here. Let him get up his rocks. We can go into Downmise later. So how much can Latias do to me? Strike on me is only 29 to 58. Depending on the spread. But going to Downmise right now, we risk the burn. We can't go into the barn because we have the rocks now. We don't have Defog, so we can't do that. Let's just go in Downmise and Raptor Spin away. He doesn't have a Ghost type on him. Sandstorm. So that could be for Sand Rush, Sand Slash Sweep. So it's a nice idea. Goes into Alola if we get rid of the hazards. How much does Downmise do to Alola Muck? If that beats us, we take a lot of damage, which he might be able to do. Knock off just one-shots us. Poison Jab would take a heavy hit. Of course, if he has Pursuit, he also just knocks it out if we switch. An Earthquake can only take him out in like one of the highest rolls. Because max attack Earthquake does 73 to 87. He has 85.7 left. I think we go for the Earthquake though. I much rather would risk not getting killed by Pursuit and risk outspeeding and taking damage. Hold on, how fast is uninvested Alola Muck? He outspeeds us. He outspeeds us with no speed. But I really just don't want to risk the Pursuit trap. That's the only thing you can risk us with. I mean, if he goes for a normal Pursuit, that would just be a fantastic haul. It would risk us stacking Downmise and losing our hazard control, which makes Tibarn a little more vulnerable and less useful for the match. but really don't like risking for the pursuit trap. Pursuit up damage. I just want to guarantee how much power pursuit has if I switch out. So power just doubled. Base 80 move. Switch it out. Pursuit knocks us out with the lowest of rolls. Oh, we just earthquake here. Yes, there we go. That's what I like to see. We get heavy damage off on Muck. He gets Sandstorm chip. Nope. Yahoo Berry. Okay, well, we popped his berry. Now it's a question of do we say it again or he pursuit trap? Because if he pursued again, if that was that's normal pursuit. The little Muck is now starting to get a little interesting. Is what he has. Here, I get everything right. Because an adamant Alola Muck couldn't do that kind of thing, even with max attack. So he either has not adamant or not even, because that's adamant without any attack investment. That could have been high roll. If he's, say he's max attack, something like this. And then if he was max attack with a non-boosting attack nature, that pursuit was the lowest possible roll. So it's one or the other. That gives insight to that this isn't fully bulky Muck. I just continue to quick though. If he knocks us out with pursuit, okay, knock off. There we go. Yeah, but okay, so we popped that Muck's berry, and we know he's not 100% attack. How does Tibarn do in this situation? Oh, Hurricane only does like 29 to 35, so we couldn't knock it out. Could Digger's be outspeed? And say worst case scenario, he's like a jolly max attack Muck. He's jolly max attack, he outspeeds and fires off an Ice Punch. How much will that do to Digger's be? So Ice Punch is about like 55 to 66. What about Quick Attack? How much can it do with a Choice Band? Choice Band could take it out, so yeah, we go Diggersby all the way and we can just Quick Attack and not even worry about the speed investment. If he has max HP, it's about 48 to 57%. Like max HP, no defense, so he lives it. Fires off knockoff, gets rid of a Choice Band, but he goes down to Sand this turn. Okay, so Lomac's down. So the fact that we don't have our Choice Band anymore is kind of scary to me now. But, oh man. So here comes the Mew. We don't know if we can outspeed it with Diggersby. He has no investment in Mew. Yeah, no investment in Mew outspeeds us all the way and can fire off our Will-O-Wisp. Going to Tibarn? I think we go to Tibarn and get our we have to mega up so we can get the best things on switching with rocks. Yeah. We just will mega. Do we hurricane a heat wave? How much will hurricane do to Sneasel? Hurricane could knock the Sneasel out and it could die to sand. So we'll just go for Hurricane. Big damage to Soft Boiled. Okay, so we've seen Stealth Rock, Sandstorm, Soft Boiled. So we need some sort of attack. And did he show lefties? Did not. So we don't want it. We don't want a U-turn because we get confused and he hits himself. Very unlucky. The sand is now gone. If he wants to make a sand rush, sand slash work, he might need to get it back up. But we just spam Hurricane. And in comes the Klefki. Yep. Klefki gets 2 killed by Heat Wave. And he hasn't really shown screens yet because he only showed Switcheroo, which means he has a choice item. So Heat Wave. If he attacks us, we can just boost it back up because we should have speed. Because he can't Switcheroo us because we have to make a stone. Thunder Wave. Yep. That's to be expected. Don't like that pair of hacks, but he has to switch out this turn. But wait, what? Why did he have to Switcheroo? What can he Switcheroo with? When it comes to Mew, Heat Wave, okay. How much did Hurricane do to Mew? 37, so he can take out the Mew right here, right now. Oh man, what sucks, he has the hazard stacking up. Hazard stack up, but softballs, okay, so we have to beat this now. I forgot about that. Roll U-turn. Roll U-turn out. If he stays in, get the chip damage off, okay. This is where stuff gets complicated. Let's check our calcs on the Mew. Yeah, that's probably max special defense and HP Mew. And yeah, that works with what we have. Oh, man, that's the lowest U-turn roll. That's terrible, but oh man. The problem with now is going to Primarina. Probably fire off Surf, which doesn't look like it'll do much. Yeah, Surf is 42 to 50. If we're going to Primarina, we Moon Blast and just stall and perhaps stall out those soft boils. But if he figures out with choice specs, then he goes into Klefki. We haven't even seen what attacking move this Mew has. Digger Speed could be another switch in because its usefulness is a little less viable now we lost its item. Oh man, Digger Speed does a lot of damage. Yeah, we'll go with Digger Speed and let it go down if it needs to be. Return is... well, no, we can knock off. What about knockoff? How much does that do? That has to do a lot. We have not built knockoff. Ooh, knockoff could take it out. Or at least get rid of the item we don't know it has. I mean, that could just be the Berry for Dark type move, but we haven't even seen its attack. And the attack it has, and it could outspeed us. Well, it will outspeed us, but if he attacks, then we know this Mew's set inside out. And we can probably go into Skunk Tank depending on his attacking move. Psychic, so Diggy goes down, but we know Skunk Tank comes in on Mew every time. So we do that. And I would taunt, but the Mew cannot touch us anytime. So we just crunch and we get back Black Sludge back. Yeah, the Inferno gets chipped. We go into Latias. Do we go into Latias though? Because going into Latias is the obvious play, and he could just U-turn right out, which I believe he did. We could stay in and risk the play. I mean, we lived the U-turn anyway, and the Sneasel comes in. In the middle ground play would be going to Barn. Since he's paralyzed and the rocks are up, his usefulness is very down low, and anything that's left he can't barely touch, so we do that. I mean, this way we see if he U-turns us. U-turns predicting us to switch out into Latias. At the same time, we don't get the heavy damage on Latias because U-turn does a boatload of damage to us and Stealth Rocks doesn't help. And then Sneasel comes in, Pursuit traps us. So yeah, he U-turns right out. His switch in here would be the Sneasel or the Mew since he knows it hard walls us. Yeah, right, comes back. Mew comes right back. We'll roost back up. Gets the Sandstorm. We'll Hurricane and Scout a switch. No, we'll Heat Wave in case it's Clef Key. So he's just going for the attacks. At this point, he needs to soft boiled. And Psychic could take us out right here. If that was a lower on Psychic, he could take it out. Let's just see. Psychic against Pidgeot. We got Mega Pidgeot.